Hey everyone, what's up? Danny and Alex. In this video, let's look at the mount position once more to show you guys more techniques and tactics you can do from there. So check it out. All right, so here we are in the mount position. You don't have a gi, you want to attack the neck. All right, we talked about the guillotine choke in previous videos, but today I want to show you a paper cutter variation you can do from the mount position when you don't have the kimono. All right, so here I'm going to set up my attack. Once again, I love this position to get the double attack position, and I can also even bring the elbow up to make sure I ensure to get this type of control. Look, the hand's going to go behind his neck to keep his hip off the mat. I want to keep the neck off the mat, and look, my palm is gonna go palm to palm as such. Now easily, once I'm here, look, I'm gonna bring this elbow towards his opposite shoulder from here, and look, boom, choke him with the forearms. And now you can also do the same technique using your fingers, and from here, just choke him from there. All right, so now we have a very efficient technique we can use in NoGi Jiu-Jitsu from the mount. Let's look at it one more time. All right, so here we are. We're gonna get the S mount position. We slide to here, control the neck. I like to bring the head towards my body off the mat so that way there he can't move in this direction. He's always gonna think you're gonna go for the arm lock position. Every time we set up an S mount from here, the most basic attack is gonna be the near side arm bar, and with good reason. But today I'm gonna show you guys, look, keep the head off the mat, slide this underneath. Now it's on your lap. Use 4 fingers inside together. And look, from here, you have this type of choke, or go palm to palm, and from here, paper cutter. All right, guys, so I was looking at the previous videos, we looked into the mount position, and one of the tactics I like to do is always attacking the back. The back control is one of the most efficient position to attack submissions you can have in Jiu-Jitsu, whether it's the gi or no gi. Now, sometimes I'm not going to use the gift wrap, or I'm going to make a back attack position against his reactions. Every time you're in the mount, you always want to be attacking, right? So he's going to be doing a great job. He knows the rules of the game. He's going to keep his elbows in, and he's not going to make much mistakes, especially if this is an experienced grappler. So Alex knows how to conduct himself when he's stuck underneath the mount position to set up some escapes. 2 of the most common escapes positions are going to be the trap and roll as well as the elbow escape. Once he can't seize the arm, he's going to go right through trying to put my leg into the half guard. So if my hands are posted here and he can't reach them, I know what to expect. He's going to try to turn to his side. As he does so, I'm going to give him enough space, raise his neck off the mat, and look, slide right into the back control position. And from here, attack the neck. So from here in the mount position, as my opponent attempts to escape, I'm going to give him just enough space, slide my knee up behind him, and look, pull his neck so I can start to set up the back control positions. All right, so in NoGi, the mount position, you have to ensure you're always creating pressure. You're always in a position to make your opponent into the defensive mindset and not the escaping mindset, meaning defensive, that he doesn't want his arm or his neck to be submitted. All right, so I have to create pressure. I have to make him react always to the stuff I want him to do. All right, so I can't always rely on the bottom person's making mistakes, for example, because he might not be doing mistakes. He might just be doing everything correctly in order to set up his proper escape positions. So I want to create advantage positions for myself. So one of those things I'm going to do is always creating pressure. So by holding the neck as such, I can always create pressure by using the middle finger and pulling his face back into the shoulder as such, because I don't want to bring myself off center line. I don't want to position myself where he's going to trap and roll me over. So I want to keep my head in the middle, exactly where I am, right in the center of my hips, but bring his head offsetting that balance. That way there, I'm in good position, but he's feeling more and more pressure, almost as if he had the shoulder from the side control position. Now, from here, what we can do is set up the exact position. Look, I'm gonna drive the shoulder up. When I drive, I'm gonna create an angle here going on a 45 degrees. That's gonna create a lot of pressure where when I drive my shoulder in this direction, he's gonna wanna go with the pressure. That's gonna elevate this arm up so he can alleviate that pressure. So watch this. As you pull him in, you're gonna drive your shoulder upwards like this. Look, this brings this up, and that sets up your S mount that we've been talking about in all of these previous videos. Now from here, you can easily set your armbar positions. But we're gonna address, when you go for the armbar, look, he's gonna cup his palms together and block. All right, so from this position, you got the armbar position. You understand it. You wanna bring your knees together nice and tight. Your heels are dragged into the position that you have to finish for a good armbar position. But palm to palm stops the armbar. If you rock, you can't get this. So of course, many tactics to break the grips from the armbar defense, but the first one is not gonna be to break the grip. The first one is to take advantage of this space right here. And this is what we're gonna do. So from here, I'm gonna keep controlling the elbow. Look, I'm gonna bring my bottom leg inside that hole. Open the top leg to bait him to come back up. And when he does so, now you'll fall right into the triangle choke where you can adjust, finish, and lock. So let's take a look here, slight angle. So as I create some pressure, I'm gonna pull him into the shoulder and drive the shoulder forward. Look, this brings this here. Lots of space here to slide your knee up. And now from here, you can easily transition into your armbar position. But as I mentioned, he's gonna block. This is a very common reaction. So what you're gonna do, don't take your leg just yet. Don't take it off. Keep the leg that's over the face exactly where it is. Just bring the bottom leg inside that hole before you remove this one. That way there, when he comes up, he's gonna come right up into the triangle position where you can set up everything nice and tight and now finish your submission. Now let's look at if you fell into the armbar position, but this time there's not a big gap. I'll take my leg out so you guys can see. There's not a big gap. He brings his palms to his chest. So there's not a lot of room for you to bring your leg inside. So if this happens, which is a common situation, what I'm going to do now is just trap the wrist. I'll trap his wrist. Let me take this leg out so you guys can see on the camera. I'll trap his wrist and I'll use the forearm and dig the palm so that way there the palm and the pinky goes towards his face. Why? Because when I turn this, I'm gonna pressure and this is gonna use both knife edges or the wrist bone against the bicep and his forearm, which will cause a lot of tension for him to release the grip. All right, so when you fall into the armbar position, what you want to do is always ensure your knees are nice and tight and your heels are heavy onto the ground. Sometimes I even pull, and that way there it's nice and snug. Other times you'll just put a lot of pressure. Depends, and it'll always depend on exactly how the position is for the defense. Now, if you're in this position here, look, trap his own wrist. Trap the wrist as such and trap your own wrist. Now make sure your palm turns so the wrist bone goes against almost like a bicep slicer position. As you push down, look, boom, that breaks the grip and you can easily fall back and do the armbar. Now notice every time you fall into an armbar, especially after breaking the opponent's grip, you always want to readjust your hips, and the way I like to do it is drag the person with my heels. So once you break the defense from here, boom, look, as I steal the arm, watch my leg footwork. Look, everything drags him in nice and tight, and you have the armbar. Now, sometimes when you get in this position, you might get an opponent that's very resilient. He's super tough, and he's able to endure that pain threshold of trying to get that figure four break. What you're gonna do now is alleviate more pressure. You're gonna add more pressure using your bottom leg. Look, the bottom leg's gonna go over as such. Break the grip, and now you're gonna bring this as a figure four, and look at the pressure now. Then you can steal the wrist, and from here, get the armbar. Always ensuring your legs are over the neck so you can't sit up. All right, one last time, here we are. I'm trying to get that first grip break. This is not working, so I'm gonna maintain this position, bring the bottom leg over that grip. Look, figure four my legs, and look, the pressure will break the grip. And now as I lean back, I'll switch the position of my arms and get the armbar. All right, I wanna get the S-mount position once again, and here we are. From the S-mount, I'm grabbing my own foot, and this is the position I have. Now, the opponent is gonna have his arms as such because he knows you're gonna go for the armbar. So this time, what I'm gonna do is use the arm and grab my own foot. Just grab your own foot as such, okay? And now, I'm gonna have a seat, pull him in, right into the omoplata position, so I can extend him fully, trap his waist, bring my toes to the mat, and attack the omoplata position. So once again, you get the S-mount position from here, trapping him and boxing him in. Sometimes you'll frame him in, stay low. He knows, or thinks I should say, that you're gonna attack this near side armbar. So he's gonna block, but look, I'm gonna feed the hand through, grab my own foot right here. Now, all I'm gonna do is lift, make space, and drag him to the side. As I turn, boom, falls right into the omoplata position where I can finalize the shoulder lock. So there you have it, guys. More mount submission tactics you can have for NoGi Jiu-Jitsu. Leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this one. Until next time,
see you guys in the next video.
Take care.